Hello everyone, welcome to writing today. So we are all finished our opinions unit as I mentioned. Now, as yet, I haven't received any writing expressing any opinions, and I want to know how you feel about that. Actually, I'm just pleased that you're here, and if you do write an opinion paragraph, I would love to see it, so find a way to send it to me, and if you wish, I'd be happy to share it in a video. But we're going to dive right into our new unit. We're going to be talking for the next 2 weeks about descriptions. Now, as I mentioned in the daily check-in video, a description is using your words to make a picture in someone else's mind. So it's a chance to be an artist with your words. So I'm looking forward to this, and I hope you are too. Now, in order to make a good description, you need to think about a lot of things. That's why we're taking 2 weeks to talk about this. It isn't as easy as just saying this is this. You got to really think about this to make a good description. So let's take a look at all the parts we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at the what. You can't describe something if you don't know what it is. You need to really think about that. We'll talk about how. For example, are you going to say it? Are you going to write it? Are you going to sing it? Are you going to do an interpretive dance? Up to you. Using your senses. How does it look? How does it smell? How does it taste? Maybe be careful with taste, that kind of thing. Using adjectives. We'll talk about what those are if you've forgotten and how to use them and make them interesting. Parts. So this is talking about the different parts of what you're describing. Sometimes kids have a lot of trouble figuring out how to explain about something, and they don't forget to look at each part of something and talk about that. Then we'll be doing actions, because a lot of things we describe have actions, and so you'll be needing to remember that, not just talking about what it looks like, but what it's doing. And finally, we have emotions. This is when it's interesting, how it makes you feel, what kind of feelings it evokes in you. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but I just described to you what we're going to be learning about. So see how easy that was? Now, just to finish off today's lesson, I'm going to be describing our class garden. And then once I've done that, I'm going to actually turn the camera around so you can see how it actually looks. And then you'll see my secret that I'm doing this at night and not on the day. So, okay, so I'm describing our garden. So that's the what. Now, how is I'm just using my words. I didn't write this down, which means it may not be perfect, but you'll be able to hear it right away. So that's kind of nice. Okay, using my senses. Now, the plants look tall and green. Some of them are starting to get a little bit brown because they really need to be outside where they have lots of soil and moisture. We're working on that. How they feel is they're very leafy and soft. Some of them are a little bit fuzzy. The smell, most of them don't smell, but tomato plants smell amazing. I love that smell. It reminds me of spring and summer. I was going to say I haven't tasted. That's not true. I have actually tried some of the lettuce leaves because I don't think they're going to grow into heads of lettuce, but the leaves you can eat just as they are, and they're very tasty. And how they let's see, feel, hear. Well, I don't usually hear the plants. I'll let you know if they start talking to me. Then you may need to call somebody about me. Anywho, adjectives. So some of the words I would use to describe the plants are tall, leafy, green, huge, and the parts that I can talk about the leaves that are getting bigger. I can talk about the stems that are growing tall. I can talk about the roots that are digging down through the dirt. So there's all sorts of parts of plants you can talk about. Actions. You may not think plants are up to much, but they are. They're growing, for one thing. They are actually breathing. They may not look like us when they're breathing, but they do have gases going in and out. That's part of what they do. And honestly, they are, if we talk about emotions, they're usually making me pretty happy. Usually I'm taking care of you guys and having fun looking after you and watching you grow. And I miss doing that a lot. So for me, watching these plants grow is not a real great substitute for you guys, but it's better than nothing. And it does make me happy to see that watering these plants and putting them in the sun is helping them grow. Just like, yeah, watering you and putting you in the sun maybe doesn't help you grow. Maybe it does. I don't know. All right, so that is me describing the plants. Now I promised I would turn the camera around so you can see it, and that's where we'll end the video for today. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you'll be tuning in for how to do a description. Here is the garden. As you can see, it is out of control. I'm so pleased with it. All right, you guys have a great day. Take care, miss you lots, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.